notebook paper, and then underneath is where you can sign your name and address. And what's great about this is that somebody put my name and address on there. So I'm hoping that we do get one of these keychains.
That's hilarious.
In the mail, yes, that's fantastic.
You think John, when he's sending these keychains out, he might notice that?
You know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say if he'll know.
Here he is. He doxes himself again. That whole big deal he made about graffiti at Stevie Tomatoes, calling him out. Well, that's his handwriting right there. It matches exactly. This guy's a dumbass.
Amazing.
Carl wasn't there.
Carl, I didn't even see you. Why didn't you come up and say hi?
Trying to get a free keychain.
Yeah.
So he sprung for keychains, hors d'oeuvres, and signage like that.
I remember how drunk he is on the stage, and he drove himself home. Mr. I don't do anything illegal.
This.
Yep.
And that killer banner.
Well,
that didn't cover up the backdrop of the place they're at.
What's amazing is how many dabblers showed up to this event. Because he made it very public. It was on Facebook. He's inviting everyone to come to this thing. They knew exactly what the venue was, what time it was. So, like I said, Dave Sarah was there. I was messaging with him last night. Tukey was covering this last night on Tukey Soup. And so we're all watching the stuff in real time. And people are fucking with him at the venue. This is in the bathroom sink. There's a photo of John and Rocco from the famous "Does your son ever queef in your face?" question. It's also right up there behind the urinal for John to see.
Who could forget
when he goes to the
queef
bathroom?
gate?
It's right there at eye level.
Yep, for John.
And after that, John ran away from Rocco. He didn't threaten him or say, let's go outside and fight. He's a liar. He just ran away, ducked out, and that's all he can do. He couldn't call the police.
His eye level, yes. So the Poop on Perry was posting these in the bathroom. Now, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to play video of John just having conversations with people. He's out in public, but that's not what we really do here. Obviously, we review podcasts, and if someone puts something online, then...
He didn't have any conversations with anyone. Nobody socialized with him at all.
We'll review it, so I don't want to get into that. However, I think that when you jump up on stage and sing a song with the band, I think that's probably fair game because you want to be seen, and he sees everyone filming him, and he loves it. So we're definitely going to look at that. But I want to point out, this is going to be a giant W for John. I don't know if he's come on his show yet to talk about this, but he had 50 or more people show up for it. And so everyone was there having fun, mixing it up, having conversations. But this is the reporting I received.
Well, he sold 50 tickets?
Well, there's no tickets to be sold. Just meet us. We're all going to be hanging out.
Oh, they just came there. 50 people came and got free hors d'oeuvres and keychains.
Yeah, people who used to work together on The Tonight Show 10 years ago.
Awesome.
None of the celebrities or comedians he invited showed up. I guess Gabriel Iglesias, is that how you pronounce it? Gabriel Iglesias?
Yeah, Fluffy.
Alonzo Bowden, Jay Leno, none of these people showed up. John claimed there were going to be bouncers. There were no bouncers or anything like that. And the funny thing is that one waitress was overheard early on saying, yeah, he said it would be 20, 50, or 100 people, so what am I supposed to do with that? So John gave the bar a heads up that, hey, I'm having this big event here. And didn't give them any heads up.
0 to 100.
Had no idea how people were actually going to show up or anything like that. So this is, John gets up on stage, so he says there's an acoustic band playing. So it's a 3-piece, guitar, bass.
I don't think there were 50 people there to see him or his party. The place was open for business, and people could just walk in there from the bar. It wasn't isolated or private. So, who knows?
Some drums, and John gets up to sing a little Roadhouse Booze with them. Now, this is a different angle than what Tukey was showing last night. So I think I have a different video on it. You said Kevin Brennan was showing this on MLC today, Pat?
He mentioned it. He and Liam, I think, were talking about it.
Oh, okay, great. So yeah, this is him singing with the band. This is so douchey. Also, I thought John said he lost a lot of weight. He's been talking about how he lost all this weight since Atlantic City. I don't.
The weight came out of my arms.
Yeah, right. I don't know where the weight left. And he's wearing the same sports coat as the one he was wearing in Atlantic City too, as the one he has. He's wasted. He's holding a beer.
He's wasted his life.
He's holding a beer. You can tell he is so drunk. And listen.
Look at any picture of him in a public setting. He's holding beer all the time. Howard said 35 years ago, all John thinks about is where the beers, plural. And he called him an alcoholic, among other things.
John, you had a successful event. People showed up. All you have to do is just act normal. Just hang out with everyone, catch up with people. But no, he has to make himself the center of attention all the time. He's the big celebrity that everyone's there to see.
Care instructions for my Gatsby.
The center of attention all the time. He's the big celebrity that everyone's there to see.
Keep your eyes on the road. Your hands upon the wheel. Keep your eyes on the road. Your hands upon the wheel.
He's not feeling any pain, that's for sure. Also,
No.
this song might be out of his range.
He's performing it like I imagine Jim Morrison performed it a lot of nights, actually.
Right. No, someone had a choke on Tiki Soup last night. Like, even Jim Morrison would be like, this guy's drunk. This guy's got a drinking problem.
That's the joke. Yeah.
Going to a roundhouse. Know that every hour.
I see the bouncers on his chest. And what a talent. Look at this musical genius. A brilliant entertainer and talent right here. The only talent on the Dabbleverse. Whoa. Even the whole internet.
One time.
He thinks he's so entertaining.
Yeah, back to the roadhouse. Got something on you.
Got some what?
In the back of the roadhouse. Got something on you.
This guy brags
Yeah.
about having an Atlantic Records.
Is he having a seizure? What is that? Hail to seizure.
contract. This fucking guy sang in a band that was signed to a major label, and he brags about it as if it had nothing to do with him working for Howard Stern. John, it had everything to do with you working for Howard Stern. You're terrible.
That's how people like to go down slow.
Every opportunity he got was because of his affiliation with the Stern Show. And this guy wouldn't work, just lazy. And he turned it into, he had the Midas touch. He turned it all into crap. And someone even predicted on the Stern Show, you're going to lose all your money, you're going to lose your house, you're going to lose your family, you're going to be alone and homeless and desolate, alcoholic. That's what they said, and I'm pretty close. Ralph Sorella said the same thing. Amazing. To get up in front of people and do this shows his lack of self-awareness. This is beyond embarrassing. His kids, no wonder his kids are like screwed up. And he wouldn't stop, even for them. He's such a liar. This guy is a no-talent loser. It's a shame. Just like Lady Di. Alcohol, dementia, too many whippets, and a 70 IQ to start with. Causes problems. And delusional.
He thinks he's so funny. But we still love him. That's okay. All right. That's embarrassing.
Cringe of the week.
Yikes.
Really, it is a real snub for Leno not to be there.
Yeah, what the fuck? I thought he was a man.
Also, if you listen to the his old podcast, when he's playing guitar, his only two lyrics are "all right" and "yeah." That's the only lyrics he knows.
The people. Could you imagine that? This is great, John.
John, I thought we were friends.
John, you paid for cheese quesadillas. That's great. Thanks. John, at one point, John was bragging about how he's got cheese quesadillas coming out. The chicken was a bridge too far. I go, how much for the protein? No.
I signed your list out front.
Yeah, I can't wait to get the keychain. Oh, that was the other thing they were speculating on. Like the reason, why would you have keychains? Who wants a fucking keychain? Who owns 1,000 cars? Jay Leno.
Keychain is a 7th grader would think of that.
Good idea, a bunch of key.
How you start every day.
After I say beer, you stop. After I say water, smile, I got myself. I want everyone to say.
Kidding me?
It's amazing.
Some real star power did show up.
Pat, could you imagine you do this dumb thing? You're like, oh, I'm going to get everyone to do a little call and response thing. And you get some people to do it. Wouldn't you just move on?
I mean, that was definitely satisfactory.
Yeah,
that-
right.
It's
Come
call
on, let me hear you.
The band stopped at the right spot. People
Yeah.
yelled out the lyrics. Great, we did it. Moving on. Instead, John
That
was like,
was-
I didn't see Denise singing. I didn't see Paul singing.
This is call
Poor
out for
people
not
were-
responding.
The 4 people who have been to dueling pianos got it, and they yelled
Right,
out.
yes. It's so embarrassing. Like, people are just having their conversation still. John just thought he put on the performance of a lifetime.
Leaps off stage.
Leaves off stage and no one's talking to him.
No one carried him away.
so
I mean, they might kick him out.
They're starstruck, I mean, they're just like, how do you approach a guy like that?
That's right.
Okay, no problem.
He wasn't drunk, was he?
No, I asked him 3 times if he was okay to drive. He said, "What do you think?" With his voice, "What do you think I organized this?" So, okay.
He has nice Mercedes, yes, it's no problem. Thank you.
The valet asked him 3 times if he was drunk. Telling. John's response was, what do you think? I organized all of this. Well, then you can't possibly be drunk if you organized a party for yourself.
Amazing.
He's incredible, isn't he? So,
What do you think?
so what I'm sitting on, John, who was always talking about laws being broken and calling police and suing and all getting law enforcement involved. What I'm sitting on is evidence that John was driving drunk. I have the footage. I'm not playing it. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not that kind of guy. We run a comedy show here.
I have that footage. It's on the one of my old clips. Him driving away drunk. And you can tell he is.
John, take note. Just do comedy. You don't have to get people's families involved.